Okay, so here's my new American-made AK-47. It's made by Century Arms, chambered in 7.62 by 39, and this is probably on one of the lower ends in terms of budget AK-47s. I took it out and shot it last week for the first time. Maybe I'll add some video to this. I went to a range that's not one of my favorites, so it's going to be hard to post it without me bad mouthing that place. But yeah, that's another rant video. But anyways, so this is it. I'm getting ready to clean it, but I just wanted to give you some of my first impressions after putting, I don't know, a couple hundred rounds down range before I had to evacuate that place because I couldn't take it anymore. Um, I like it. I am like super pleasantly surprised at a lot of things about this weapon. Um, First and foremost, the thing I noticed right when I took it out of the box was for those of you that shoot AKs, and I'm not an AK expert, I'm far, far, far from it. So I may be drawing conclusions that experts are going to say, man, this guy's nuts. But this is just, like I said, this is my opinion. I'm not a firearms expert. When I picked it up and shook it, it didn't rattle at all. Now I'm used to AK-47s, the Chinese and the Russians, that just rattle a lot because they're kind of made that way. They're machine stamped. Uh, there's all kinds of room in between the parts, and that's, I think, one of the reasons that they lend themselves to being so reliable, because of the fact that you could dump sand through them and the sand can work its way out and fall out the other end. Whereas most American made weapons and other countries that make weapons have super high tolerances, and you can get a dust bunny in an AR-15 or an M16 or an M4, and it can give you a class 500 failure. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the point. So, when you have higher tolerances, again, this is a layman speaking, when you have higher tolerances and things that are machined really nicely, I think you get a much more accurate weapon too. I don't think the AK-47 was designed to be a sniper rifle. I know they have been used as sniper rifles, but I think the AK is a mass-produced weapon that was beautifully designed, perfectly made, and 100% made for battle weapon. It's rugged. You don't need very much training to learn how to operate it, and you can hand it to a freaking a grunt in any army, and he'll go down range and stick it up over a berm or over a wall and pull the trigger. It's designed to be fully automatic. And, Allah will let the rounds go where they go and direct them as needed. And if you're from a different country, then, you spray and pray and hope that you hit somebody. That's sort of my impersonation, or not my impersonation, my interpretation of the whole meaning and use of the AK-47. There's probably going to be comments that tell me I'm way off. Like I said, it's just my opinion, so kiss my ass. But this one, you didn't even have to. If I was blindfolded and you told me it was an AK and I picked it up and could feel it was an AK, I would know right away there was something different about it. Just because it's so quiet, there's not a lot of rattling going on there. In fact, there was none. And so lo and behold, I get to the range, put a 30 round magazine in there. Man, it is so sweet to shoot. I can't say enough. Now, I haven't checked, but there's probably a lot of shit talk about this weapon because a lot of people get into in firearms. A lot of people have to have the best brand, the most expensive. And there's nothing wrong with that. If it's not putting you in financial jeopardy, that's great. But not everybody can afford to get the higher end weapons. But you also want something that's reliable. So far, my experience with this is it's scored way above what I was anticipating. I think it's reliable, it's accurate, it's well put together. I love the wood on it, the wood furniture. It just looks really cool. It's walnut, I believe. I think it's an American walnut. It's awesome, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with it. This I can't remember the name of this. It's got a different nomenclature because of the beefed up. You got two pins here, and it's a little bit more beefy, designed to just be a more rugged version of, I think, maybe one of Century's older versions. So this is a weapon that I think can handle whatever you put it through. We'll find out through the years, as I put it to the test as just more a hobbyist and self defense guy. I'm not going to put it through any kind of combat trials, but that again is what I think makes it a good choice for somebody that doesn't want to drop three to $4,000 on a weapon. So anyways, I'm gonna shut up and start cleaning.